Good day everyone! Welcome to Bahay Aralan. For this video, we will be talking about the past perfect tense of verbs. The past perfect tense of the verb is formed by using had plus the past participle form of the verb. Let us have some examples. The past perfect form of the verb drive is had driven. The verb go is had gone. Fly is had flown. Draw is had drawn. And buy is had bought. The past perfect tense of the verb is used to tell that a certain action or event already happened or was already done before another action or event took place in the past. Let us try to illustrate it in a graph. Suppose this portion here is the present time, and the space before it or on its left side is the past, and the right side of it is the future. So, when we say past perfect tense, one action or event was already done when a new one happened. Okay? Let us have this sentence as an example. The bus had left when we got to the bus stop. As you can see in this sentence, there are two events that happened in the past. The first one is the bus had left, and the second one is we got to the bus stop. The first event had already been completed before the second event happened. That is why the past perfect tense had left is used. And you should also take note that only the first event takes the past perfect tense. The second one takes the simple past form, just like got. Another example. After Seth had finished his homework, he took some rest. In this sentence, there are two events that happened in the past. The first event is Seth had finished his work. And as you can see, it uses the past perfect form of the verb, which is had finished. While the event that happened after it is he took some rest, and the verb it uses is in the simple past, which is took, the simple past form of the verb take. Is it clear? Aside from it, the past perfect tense of the verb can also be used to indicate a reported speech. When we use a reported speech, it means that we relay a statement that was said by someone. For example, the direct speech or the exact statement said is, Sia said, "My best friend gave me a gift." The reported speech would be, Sia said that her best friend had given her a gift. As you can see, the simple past form gave in the direct speech is changed into had given in the reported speech, which is in the past perfect form. Is it clear? Another one. The direct speech is, the policeman said, Dane drove through a red light. The correct reported speech would be, the policeman said that Dane had driven through a red light. As you can notice, the verb drove, which is in the simple past in the direct speech, is now changed into had driven, which is in the past perfect tense. Easy, isn't it? The past perfect tense of the verb is also used for conditional statements. They are used to tell that the present situation would be different if something different had happened in the past. For example, if Sam had worn the face mask, she would not have contracted the virus. As you can notice, this statement is trying to say that things would have been different if Sam had been very careful by wearing a face mask. Right? That is why it is a conditional statement. And as you can observe, the if clause uses the past perfect tense of the verb, which is had worn. Okay? Another one. If I had studied well, I would have passed the exam. In this conditional statement, it says that the result would have been positive or different if only I had done my part as a student. Right? And as expected, the if clause uses the past perfect tense of the verb, which is had studied. Is it understood? Now let us have an activity. Write the correct form of the verb or verbs in each sentence. First one. The film, the verb is start. When the boys, another verb is arrive at the cinema. So, what should be the answers? Let us have the verb start first. It should be in the past perfect tense. So, the answer should be had started. And arrive should be in the simple past, which is arrived. Why? Because the film had started is the first event that happened in the past. So, the past perfect tense should be used, while the second event is the boys arrived at the cinema. So, only the simple past should be used. Another one. After I fall into the water, Dad drive me home. So, what should be the answers? Let's have fall first. What form of the verb should be used? Past perfect form. So, it should be had fallen because it is the first event that happened in the past. And drive should be in what verb tense? Simple past because it is the second event that happened. So, the answer should be drove. Is it clear? How about this? Ali said, "My father died 5 months ago." Change this direct speech into a reported speech using the correct tense of the verbs. So it should be Ali blank that his father blank 5 months ago. Let us have the first verb, said. It should be the same, said. And died should become had died. It should be in the past perfect tense. Okay? Next. Kit asked Tim, "Did you eat earlier?" If we change it into reported speech, it should be Kit blank Tim if he blank earlier. So the first verb should be the same, asked. And the second verb should now be had eaten. It should be in the past perfect tense. Okay? Last one. If the weather improved, we could have gone for a walk. Now, this time, this sentence is conditional. So, for the if clause, we should use the past perfect tense. Therefore, the answer should be had improved. Right? So, how was it? I hope you have learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.